the story with Driver San Francisco really is that we have in many ways gone back to the roots of the original Driver. So what we're trying to do is take the core elements, the things that made Driver really special, and bring those back. So we have Tanner, the undercover cop that we had in the first game that we played all the way through to Driver 3. We brought him back, and he is accompanied by his partner Tobias Jones that we met in Driver 2. He's back, and also the arch nemesis, the arch enemy of Tanner in Driver 2 and Driver 3, who actually shot Tanner at the end of Driver 3 in Istanbul, he returns too. Now the other thing that returns is the most iconic car chase city of all time, San Francisco. And first thing to notice is for the first time in a Driver game we've got real licensed cars. So we have well over 100 real cars. So Tanner here driving a 1970 Dodge Challenger RT, chasing after one of Jericho's henchmen here. And the other thing is that this is a 60 frames per second game, and what we're really proud of actually is that the amount of detail, things to smash through, the pedestrians on the street, the number of cars, realistic density, all of this in 60 frames. So this is all fairly familiar territory, barring the technical differences obviously for people who enjoyed the original Driver, just the handling and the car chases and the feeling of being in the action. But we've got some new elements that I'm going to demonstrate just down here. So he disappeared down here. Classic back alley action as well, all that made Driver famous. Now, this is something brand new in a driving game. Now what's happened is that in the beginning of the game, something happens to Tanner that he doesn't quite understand. Now the player understands this, and we call this shift. And what's happened is Tanner has got himself into a situation where he's developed this shocking ability, and this ability allows us to instantaneously swap between vehicles. I can instantly shift into the car like so. So I'm now driving a big old 70s Dodge Monaco, and you can see the sort of handling. Anyone who's familiar with the original game will be very at home with it. Straight into shift again, pick another car, and it's an immediate effect. You can use it for suddenly changing direction. Have a bit of fun with it. Try and crash into myself. So at its simplest level, shift is used for swapping between vehicles in this way. But if I pull out, we can see more of the city, the Transamerica Tower here, and we can see all the vehicles still on the road here, and instantly I can shift into any of these vehicles down here. This is not an unlimited resource, by the way. This is a resource you have to earn. And I can also, as the game progresses and unlocks, I can pull out even further and reveal the city in its entirety here. And each of the cars has a life in it, and there are countless lives. You can see one of them here. And when we shift into the vehicle, we have a moment of, we call it a bubble of life, of experiencing the life, excuse me, of experiencing the life in that car. And as you can see, there are lots of them. Now, some of them actually have missions. So the cop here, if we go down to the south area of the city here, down to the docks, we can see a couple of cops involved in a chase, chasing this Shelby Mustang. Now, if I shift into it, I'm now part of that mission. I'm now playing this cop's life, and that cop's job is to bring down this getaway driver here. Now, the other thing is that shift swaps its uses when you're in a mission. So it's developed an ability here called rapid shifting, which allows us to shift between vehicles. Say I have a crash, I can shift immediately into the other one. Press shift again, shift immediately into the vehicle that I just crashed. And let's say I'm trying to bring him down and we're not having much luck here. One of the other things I can do with shift is use it tactically. So I'm going to go into shift again and then push further on up the road here and see if I can find something that's useful to the task. So we've got a big 18-wheeler rig here. So let's shift into the rig. And I'm going to try and take out this guy in one go. So let's see if I can smash into the guy. So we're taking out the guy in one go. And the idea really here is just that this is a this is a resource that you can use, and the vehicles are treated like tools. So there are other vehicles in there, like we have tow trucks and articulated car transporters and so on. You can imagine the sort of vehicles that we have in the world here, and it's about choosing the right tool for the job. So that's an overview of Driver San Francisco. We'll be coming out this fall and on PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and also PC and Mac.